You're stuck. No, not in traffic or a financial hole. You're stuck in your own head, playing endless demo versions of a new life that never seems to launch. You treat your ambitions like a museum exhibit behind thick glass. Looks great, but don't touch or it might crumble. The problem is, you talk too much. And I'm not talking about small talk. I'm talking about that toxic habit of dumping your half-baked ideas on the first person you meet. Or, even worse, posting them on social media. You're selling the bearskin before you've even caught the bear. And you're doing it for pennies. A few likes, a couple of nods, or a, "Hey man, that's cool, good luck." You haven't lifted a finger yet, but your brain already got its fix of cheap dopamine. Congratulations. You just neutered your own motivation.
You're just a big spender with zero capital. Realize one thing, when you share a plan, you create an illusion of progress. Your brain is a lazy liar. It doesn't care if you actually lost 20 pounds or if you just told everyone you were going to and collected the compliments. The chemical hit is the same. You cheated your biology, took the reward in advance, and now your body has zero reason to drag your ass to the gym. Why bother? You already got the clout. You're already a hero in the eyes of your neighbor or your followers. Your dream died the second you opened your mouth. That logic of, "I'll tell everyone so they hold me accountable," is total BS. It's a crutch that snaps the moment you take a step. Accountability only works when you have a foundation. When you only have raw enthusiasm, other people's opinions are just a cold draft that blows out your candle.
The world doesn't actually want you to change. Seriously. The people you vent your grand plans to, subconsciously or even consciously, want you to stay in the same mud they're in. Your ambition is a mirror that reflects their own laziness, so they'll hit you with skepticism, friendly advice about the risks, or stories about someone else who failed. Next thing you know, you're soaked in their doubt, and the idea that felt brilliant 10 minutes ago now looks like a pile of crap. You invited them into your greenhouse and let them stomp on your seedlings. Stop looking for validation. It's a drug that makes you weak. Real power is found in silence. Success doesn't need a trailer or a press release. Like a seed, it needs to grow in the cold, dark dirt where nobody can see it or eat it. It needs time to get strong before it cracks the pavement and becomes undeniable.
You don't talk. You just get up an hour earlier and work. You read the books you actually need, not the ones that look good on your coffee table. There's a specific kind of magic in building in a vacuum, knowing something that nobody else knows. That's your secret. That's your internal battery. When you stay quiet, the internal pressure builds. Think of a steam engine. If you're constantly venting steam through the whistle, talking, the pistons will never move. But if you close the valves, that steam has nowhere to go but to push that damn train forward. Silence isn't about being secretive. It's about focus. It's about saving every drop of dopamine for the actual work.
Look at it this way. Everyone loves a surprise, right? So, be the surprise. There is a massive rush in simply showing the world a finished product one day. Not a promise, not an intention, but a fact. Here, I made this. At that point, you don't have to explain a thing. Results are the loudest marketing in the world. They shut the skeptics up and earn real respect because they're backed by discipline, not talk. You're thinking, okay, got it, I'll stay quiet. But your brain is already looking for a loophole. It wants to drop a hint or a teaser just to get a tiny crumb of praise. Don't give in. Be harder on yourself. Your dreams are too expensive to feed them to the crowd for a moment of comfort. You don't owe anyone proof, except the person in the mirror.
Stop being promising. Promising is just a polite way of describing a loser who hasn't lived up to their potential yet. Become a doer. The difference between the two is a closed mouth. When you work in silence, you're protected. You can mess up, pivot, fall, and get back up without anyone pointing fingers and asking, "So how's that $1 million business coming along?" You give yourself the right to evolve without an audience. We live in a noisy world where everyone is screaming about their plans and their workouts. Look how few actually finish anything. They're drowning in their own echo. Want to stand out? Shut up.
Go off the radar. Be that quiet guy who suddenly wins the race out of nowhere.
Your first step shouldn't be some grand gesture. You don't have to rewrite your destiny by tomorrow. Your first step is simply not saying, "I'm going to," today. If you feel the urge to share, bite your tongue. Literally. Feel that tension, that energy wanting to escape as words, and force it into your hands or your mind. The secret is that when you stop looking for outside fuel, you're forced to find it inside. And there, under the layers of laziness, you'll find a real reactor. It runs on results, not promises. Every small task you actually finish will give you a high-quality charge that doesn't evaporate in 5 minutes.
Right now, you have an idea in your head. Maybe it's small, maybe it's huge. Doesn't matter. Your assignment for today? Tell no one, not even your cat. Keep it to yourself. Feel it heating you up from the inside, demanding to be let out. Use that heat to take one small, concrete action toward that idea. Right now. No prep, no perfect conditions, just do it. And remember, when someone asks, "What have you been up to?" just smile and say, "Oh, nothing much." Let them think that. While you're building your empire behind closed doors, their opinion is just wind in the trees. Your time to talk will come when you don't need to say anything at all. Until then, work like you're the only person on Earth. Just you and the work. That's the only way to make a real shift.